Hey guys, welcome back to more episodes of The World Beyond. We are on episode 8 and we need to address the immediate problem that we discovered at the end of the last episode. Namely, it does appear as though Silas is someone we can't trust. Appears as though he's completely bashed the guy's head in with no reason as to or motive as to why. At least that's the impression we got at the end of the episode. So, if that is actually the case, and that's what he's been fearful of, that it's been showing us that he doesn't trust himself, and that he has, well, let's call it anger management issues, shall we? Then we need to dump his ass. Sorry, child or no child, if you are a murderous scumbag and we can't trust you, you gotta go. Or it may not be as it appeared. He was covered in blood, but it doesn't necessarily mean he did it. He could have just found the body. So I'm going to hold off for now and we'll go find out. So let's dive into episode 8. Can I'm talking.
It's not possible. You've seen him lose it before. He was drunk, blacked out.
Receiver grifters, they must have had enemies. What if someone that they ripped off came back for revenge?
Turn this whole place upside down. There's no evidence.
That's why I'm holding off judgment for now.
We never found his body. What if he's alive and he needs our help?
Yes, he could tell us what really happened.
We searched, okay? We did. For hours.
But why would Silas attack the people who are trying to help us?
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
I think I know why.
Really? Because, I mean, a deranged killer shows these symptoms, these signs, no empathy, doesn't remember, blocks stuff out.
Saw this when we made camp the other night. Wasn't my business.
But
It is now.
So what? They're drawings.
They're mine.
I assumed so. I mean, if he truly is blocking memories, or his memories getting blocked because of it, I don't know what that symbolises.
You want to live in this shit? Answer me! Are you okay? You gonna make a mess?
So I think something just snaps.
He was different with you. We all saw that.
Iris may not have wanted those drawings, but Silas did. All we have is what we carry on our backs.
But we don't know why he took them. He could be being stalkerish.
Now that they know where their dad is, the girls aren't just gonna turn back.
No, they're not.
I gotta keep them safe.
Not because of him.
He's my size. All he has to do is sit down. We ain't going nowhere.
The decision does fall on you.
We'll leave him behind.
I know what I'd do. If it really is, he's done it. Everyone in this world has to be a killer to a certain extent, putting down walkers. But if you have someone who's just arbitrarily will just murder someone for no reason and block it out, you can't keep someone like that around.
You were defending Iris. You want me to be scared of you. Because I don't think that you would ever hurt anybody without just cause. It's so hard for you to believe that you might be innocent.
It's too easy to just say you don't remember because it's not like the police are going to come along and investigate it. Turn your music off while you're eating your dinner. Thank you. It's exactly what I would have done. He does have a certain don't give a fuck arrogance attitude about him. We're not going to spend the whole episode on this though, are we?
If you're not going to believe in yourself, I'll have to do it for you.
I'm of the opinion that if proof comes out that it's not him, that's fine. If no proof can come out that it wasn't him, and all you have to go on is what you can see, bearing in mind we know crimes like this can sometimes point to the most obvious and then they're not, especially the way this world is now. But if that is all they have to go on, it's not just a case of leaving him behind. You have to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone else. There's only one way to do that.
Now, I need to speak to your mother.
Everything's fine. You don't need to.
I'm not leaving
Yeah, it
until
looks
I
it.
see her.
My mom's at work. She'll be back later. It's just me.
You can walk out with me.
That's
Right
what you
now.
would assume, right?
Wait for your mom at my place. I know people that can make sure you're both safe.
I'm a little confused. Was this bit before the fall? Because if it was, why didn't she just ring the police?
One of her friends is dead.
What if it wasn't me?
Well, that's what we need to know, innit? The fact he reckons he doesn't remember, I mean...
Well, you gotta give me something to work with.
Yeah, please.
Can't remember.
Anything.
It was rule self-defense. Was it?
You promised me a fresh start.
Okay, and I need to keep them safe. So what do I do to not put everyone else in danger?
Well, for the time being, maybe if Elton gets some evidence or lack of evidence or something, I'm going to hold off. But dude's not helping his case here.
It's about doing what's best for everybody. Even when you know it's gonna hurt. Sometimes what's painful in the moment is what gets you where you need to go.
I still have this feeling Silas didn't do it.
Never know what someone's capable of.
Because if he did it,
Yeah.
I should have seen it coming. I should have known.
Well, make your mind up. Well, you're saying you don't believe it's him, and then you're saying you should have seen it. Make your fucking mind up, girl.
That would only make it worse. How?
Overpowering, overbearing bass note they keep putting in this show is really starting to annoy me. I keep having to turn it down because of it. It's ridiculous. See, and then they just cut it off dead.
Why are you fighting so hard for a lost cause?
Because it isn't. Look, we don't know what happened. The only fact I know is that I haven't had a family in a long time.
Let him get away with murder?
I don't
No.
think it's something you get away with. You still have to live with what you've done.
No, that's not enough, dude. Oh, for God's sake, this goddamn bass note. Piss off! Oh, he did. Let me guess, but no, you can't do the right thing. Nope. That's why he wears his headphones so much. Can we stop with the bass line? No, please. Yeah, that's going to work its way through. And turn the tape over. Today's generation won't have a clue what I'm talking about. Bass note. Again. So pissed off with this episode right now.
You should have yelled. Why didn't you? I don't know if you meant to. I think you probably did it. I'm sorry, but it's just what I think.
Kind of what I think too.
Why'd you save me?
Enough people have died.
Still doesn't give us an explanation though, does it?
Why'd you keep them?
They're too beautiful to throw away.
Fucking already
I got
loose.
free last night. I wanted to talk to you. I didn't want you to see me like this.
Silas.
He's already freed himself.
I wish I could tell you what you need to hear. I don't remember much. Just being angry.
There's definitely something wrong with you.
No.
Yes, there is. He's fucked in the head.
Thank you for believing in me. I
He's
don't want
saying
to cause you any
it
more
to
problems. So I
make
won't.
you walk away
Sorry
from
you
him
met
now.
me. But I'm glad I got to know you, Iris.
Yeah, we're going on without him.
He's gone.
That is irresponsible. Don't agree with that. I think you're all in error allowing that to happen.
Nobody believes in him. He'll spend the rest of his life believing a lie.
Good luck with that then. See ya.
I can't let that happen.
Right, bye then.
You'll give my best to the others. It's going to be too hard to
Oh,
say
you'll
goodbye,
be
so
dead within 2 days.
better not.
You're serious. We could never see you again. What about our family?
Silas's family too. And then I think I'm supposed to find my mother and my sister too.
Elton?
Look, I thought he was crazy. But you were right. They could still be out there. Not what?
They're not out there. You know what? Tell him.
To you, Elton.
He's gonna do something stupid if you
I
don't.
can't let you do that. You forgave Silas. Maybe one day you'll forgive me too. I was with my mom. There was a woman with a gun.
Yeah, just gonna have to tell him. Silas has forced this upon her to tell him.
She dropped the gun.
What's with the cheerful music? Like the little synth wave we've got going on. It's kind of like doesn't fit the part of the story we're telling at all. That feels like hopeful music.
It'll only get harder on this side of the Mississippi River.
She's aware, so am I.
What are we talking about here?
Dangerous. She knows she could die. They both could.
Who's she?
She's out here risking everything.
Okay, come on. What are you going to reveal here? So obvious.
I was only able to get away for about 48 hours.
Yeah,
I'm not back soon, I'll come looking.
that makes sense.
What about the asset?
The asset's safe.
So next time you won't be late.
That's her mother? Really? What? Okay, episode 8. Called that at the end, straight off, before she walked through the door. It's very predictable. The one thing The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead has been expertly good at is always leading you down the wrong path, always expecting you to think you know what's coming next and switching it up. Or this seems very predictable. The quality of the writing just, I don't know, it's just not the same. It's not there. The dragging out simplified dialogue and storylines to fit an entire episode like they did with this. And it's why I called it so fast. Although the bit at the end with, is this Dad's watch? That bit I'm not being unsure of. Putting two and two together, that makes it sound like that's her mum, which would probably make her adopted, especially with the colour of her skin. So, I don't know. Right. Let's tackle the actual meat and potatoes, shall we? Silas. Did he do it? Didn't he do it? No 100% confirmation, but there's nobody else around. But now that's been revealed that Hook is not who she says she is and who she's working for really. Could have been her and made it look like it was Silas, sorry. But regardless of that, all the flashbacks we've seen with them and all the details that they gave us in that episode as to his makeup, as to who he is, has got to lead you to believe that there's a 90% chance that was him because he got hungry. It's like the Incredible Hulk. Don't make him angry. That's when he sees literally blood red. And he killed his dad. He beat the shit out of that lad. And now he's killed Tony. So that's the likelihood. They've exiled him. I think that's a huge mistake. And Elton saying he's going to go and help him and join him is another mistake, which is why Hope tried to, nip that in the bud and have to reveal what she's had to reveal about what really happened to his mum, which she was going to keep to herself. After speaking to Hook about it, you carry the pain for them, allow them to at least have the hope and the belief that maybe one day, at some point, somewhere, or even if they don't, that they're out there somewhere and had to tell him that that's just not the case. But I did say in commentary, I think leaving him to just fend for himself out here, knowing he is, let's just say, unstable, and leave it at that, means you could possibly have already committed somebody else that he comes across to being killed by him. So when I said during the episode, I think it's irresponsible for them to just let him go, knowing he can do this to someone else, that's what they've chosen to do anyway. Now then. Unfortunately, I spent a good third of that episode getting really fucked off with whoever decided that this series needs an underlying paranormal activity, fucking low frequency bass note running that virtually is popping your fucking eardrums, and then they cut it off, and then it comes back, and then they cut it off, and then it comes back. Am I the only one that finds that really annoying? I'm probably going to have to tone it down when I come to edit this episode. Or I may just drop the audio completely and have my voice overpowering more than normal so that it doesn't annoy you guys. But anyone with a half-decent set of headphones, or even that fact, anyone who's watching on a home cinema system with like a subwoofer or anything, it's massively overpowering. I have my headphones and my audio very neutral studio-like so it doesn't warm the sound. And that thing was rumbling in my ears the whole time. The music's one thing, it was a little bit too loud, but other series do that. Sometimes they're guilty of that to try and gain your attention. But it's the bass note thing that's really peeing me off. So I do apologise if I looked really foul-faced part through that flashback with Silas and his dad, because it was present most of the time. And weirdly enough, I've watched like 200 plus episodes of the other shows of this. That's never happened once. So whoever the editor is in this series, you're shit. That's all I'll say. Right. Rant over. I will be back in episode 9 next week. If you want to curse me in the comments, do. I don't care. Right then. If you do want to watch these in full length, they are available over on Patreon. Check the link in the description as always. And I would appreciate a quick sub to the channel. You know, I don't mince words. I will tell you as it is. When I say something's good, it's because I believe it is. If something's annoying me or I'm not liking it, I will call it out. And the series is one thing, and it's a bit slow paced, and it's not quite up to par with the other series. But on a technical side of things, what they're doing with this is bloody dreadful. I wish they'd stop it, but unfortunately they probably don't. So that's just me having a bitch. Right then, see you for episode 9 next week. Take care.